Darius Boyd taking Brisbane out, and they really need to keep the form from last week going. They played twice last year. They won both of them by 20 at Suncorp and by 4 at ANZ. Sam Burgess, the new captain of South Sydney. Cody Walker, an interesting player. Consecutively, this is his 72nd consecutive appearance in the first grade jumper. Cody Walker, who played with Palm Beach Currumbin when they won the GIO Cup, which it's called now. And this is the trail that Tom Dearden finds himself on tonight.
He's just a natural footy player. And the thing I like about him on that left side, when he does his set plays, he does them at speed. A few other players, there's Tom Dearden there. Bet you his heart's beating a little bit. But Cody Walker, I love watching the way he plays. Looks up, plays what's in front of him. He does everything at speed.
One thing about young Tom, who's only 18, read your column in the Herald this morning, he'd be even more nervous. You painted the picture beautifully. These big men coming at him, trying to create a gap. So here we go. Wayne Bennett versus Anthony Seibold is underway. Asako will bring the ball back. And Brisbane met by a very enthusiastic chase from South Sydney. So it's gone away to Matthew Lodge. He's one of several players in the Brisbane side that will be on show for the benefit of Brad Fittler and his assistants at Origin level. There's probably about 5 or 6 of them in the Brisbane side that are well in consideration for an Origin jumper this year. That's Haas. He won a Peter Sterling medal. I heard Peter's name mentioned in the rundown on Tom Dearden. And Haas also won the Sterling medal in time gone by. Adam Reynolds won it. So the ball going away on the halfway line to Milford's right boot. And down to be marked over there by Corey Allen. These sides didn't come out to do their warm-ups. They, of course, have got rooms here big enough to do their warm-ups under the sheds. And so there's no rehearsal for a match here involving Souths anyway, and Brisbane had to do the same themselves to make way for the Greg Inglis send-off. So South Sydney then, with their first set, and a knock-on has brought that to a fairly sudden halt.
That was a sneaky one.
Didn't see that.
No one saw it except the referees. Even Damien Cook's amazed.
Might bring Jonathan Thurston in. Minute and a half into his debut, the young halfback, Tom Dearden. How would he be feeling?
No doubt the heart would be racing. I remember my first game. I was all about just supporting the play and following the forwards around. And no doubt he needs to get the boys around the park and give Milf the ball when he needs it.
I've got to say, there was no knock on there. He had control of that football the whole way.
All right, well, that's come and gone, and here it is out with the centres, and Jimmy Roberts plays the ball just outside the 20-metre line. It's gone over to Dearden, he turned it back inside for Gillett, and Matthew will play the ball 15 metres away from the line. Again to Dearden, he goes out then to Milford. Milford double pumps it, it's gone to Boyd, it's gone to Oats on the other side. So they're just a couple of metres out there from the corner post on the eastern side. A long pass to Milford. Now it's gone to McCulloch out very wide. He turns it back into Pangai. 15 out, running towards the southern end. Penalty. Penalty going to Brisbane.
Here's 10, Junior.
So they're looking at the 6. And Haas will play the ball back to McCulloch. Comes away now to Lodge. And Matthew just a couple of metres away from the line and the pads. As it comes out to Dearden, he showed it in, he went out. And here's Roberts getting over the top of his opposite number just for a moment, Kyle Turner. And Gillett goes into dummy half. He goes very wide to Dearden and equally to McCulloch, and now it's back to Arth. And he's 12 metres out from the line. 10 in front of him, fractionally. Milford, Boyd, and Boyd to Jack Bird. Has he got the ball down? I'm looking at the referee. He's looking at the touchy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That will be tackle 5. Have no try. Confirm he doesn't get the ball to the ground.
Tremendous
but also
technique
look at
here.
A driver from Brisbane.
It's Cole Turner. That's Corey Allen. Hits him and then look at him, spins him over. Keeping the ball away from the ground. There's no way he gets that ball down.
They got to do this at training, Joey, do they? This is a drill that they
Possession is always maintained by Jack Bird. However, the ball remains up. It never makes the ground. We have a decision.
It's all a part of the wrestling training, isn't it, JT?
Yeah, a lot of teams are doing that, so no doubt that's on a weekly basis. They'd be practicing that.
It's a real skill, isn't it? The way they hold that ball up.
Go, Lars!
So Brisbane putting it up, and that's Kyle Turner wearing the number 3 jumper. In fact, he's lining up on the same side as James Roberts, who there's quite a bit of talk about that might even finish up with South before June 30th. So Kyle Turner's lined up on the left side for Souths. Roberts is on the right side for Brisbane. And let's go to the sideline to the coach, Brad.
How are you, Ray? Feels like a February night. Absolutely beautiful, about 23 degrees. Not much dew on the ground either, so we should see some great footy. And interestingly, James Roberts had 2 touches in the first 3 minutes. If there's a mismatch out there, James Roberts is up against Cole Turner. Just watch out for that.
Here's Reynolds going high, Brad. Coming down towards Gillett, but it bounces back, and Brisbane, through Pangai, have got the ball. He had several opportunities to unload, but South's players were getting back on side, if that's the right way to describe it. The bounce absolutely beautiful for Souths, but it actually came down in favour of Brisbane. So Gillett.
And on the back of last week, Ray, Brisbane's go forward a lot better tonight as well. They're improving every game. Gillett, Tengai Jr., this man Matt Lodge has had another good start.
Well, Lodge and Haas and Pangai, I think they all ran more than 150 metres. So there was your foundation for Nikorima and Milford. Just on Cody, I'm not sure what's going on there. It seems he's going to the Warrior. Allen is under this contest. The ball comes down. It's a penalty going to South. It looks like they're talking about a mid-air tackle. Gerard Sutton is in charge of the game. And Peter Goff is the assistant. Watch his feet. I think he's of the opinion Corey Oates had no eyes for the contest.
Well, Jack Bird gets an arm on him even before the ball gets in his arms.
So 30 metres out from their line. Scoreboard attendant with nothing to do after 6 minutes. For Adam Reynolds, he turns this ball back inside for the Rabbitohs. Tom Burgess wearing number 10. Reynolds again, he's got plenty of runners around him. Murray got it away, Walker is there, Graham goes down the touchline. He's caught by Robertson, tackled from behind, and Dearden comes across to make a bird of it. They're at the 20-metre line now. Walker off his right foot, runs at young Dearden, gets the ball into Turner, and Turner will play the ball 12 metres out from the line. So John Sutton going long to Walker, then Reynolds showed it twice, went behind a decoy, got the ball away, they're creating space, Gagai, he'll play the ball 7 metres out from the line. South towards the northern end of the ground. It comes away from Big Sam, and it's gone lofted over the top to Sutton. He puts a grubber in, it's sitting down. Osako, he has to kill it.
It was a nice play there, last play, and the ball goes to Sam Burgess, and somehow it goes to Tom Burgess, but they don't panic. Look at this, fine Tom, look at this ball here to Johnny Sutton, beautiful ball. once again, John Sutton, not meant for him, but looks up, finds the space. A former 5'8", Johnny Sutton, beautiful skills.
Yep.
But no one panicked. Good signs there for the Bunnies.
Yep.
I wanted Tom Burgess to kick there.
South Sydney aiming for a 7-1 start with a win tonight. Just the one loss to Manly. They could temporarily be at the top of the table by the end of this match tonight. Tom Burgess started the game. George will come off the bench. And that is Totola, is it? Yeah, Junior Totola taking it ahead. 25 metres out from the line. And then Murray got a ball away that I thought travelled forward. And it's come down there for Bird. And he pushes away from one and he gains another 15 metres.
No advantage. The knock-on's up here.
No advantage
Brisbane haven't
declared.
got any advantage. Yeah.
He's got this in his game a little bit, Cam Murray.
Shot clock is on.
And a couple of offloads which have been forced the last couple of weeks. Pass wasn't on. He'll go to the line, gets some space. The ball goes forward anyway. Tom Burgess was never going to catch that ball. The last couple of weeks I've noticed a bit of the offload, compulsive offload when it's not needed.
Only Telstra mobile customers can stream NRL data free on Australia's best mobile network.
Stand up.
Download the NRL official app now and start streaming.
Corey,
Well, this scrum taking an age to be decided. And McCulloch at the back of the scrum getting the ball away to Osako. And tackle one on this new set for Brisbane. And the 300 gamer Darius Boyd plays the ball just outside 30. Now for Corey Oats, building quite a record of tries. Corey, 11 tries in his last 7 games against Souths. The big fella. Centre of the ground then. Played by McCulloch. And it's come away for Pangai. Play it after gaining about 15 metres for Brisbane. So McCulloch goes back to the boot of Milford. They all looked onside over on his left, and Corey Allen is there. Takes it safely. He got a clean shot at that one. He got a bit of a jostle up with the previous one that dragged the penalty for South. So Wayne Bennett versus Anthony Seibold. That attract some attention from the media. The NRL didn't have to advertise the game at all. The media did it for them in bucket loads. The coaching circus in the history of rugby league, really. Totola does well, this big fellow. He's a very big unit, but he's got a bit of speed and a little step about him as well. Reynolds keeps it low. It'll bounce second time for Darius. Off his 10.
Brisbane's meterage has been a lot better than South. Souths are lucky to make 40, 50 metres in their sets, and Brisbane are regularly now in this game making 60 to 70. So their go forward's been really good tonight. The little halfback's yet to sort of make some sort of impact, but he's probably easing into it.
He stood his ground the previous set on the big man Totola.
Is Lodge met by Damien Cook, Tom Burgess and John Sutton. Macca's Thursday night footy. No score on the board. Rabbitohs up against the Broncos. It's 3 versus 10. And here's Allen again. They're really driving the attacking wedge into Corey Allen's corner. The youngster that scored a treble in the Charity Shield, if memory serves me correctly. That's Walker dancing around. He'll play the ball back on his 20, as you can see. Sam Burgess, 35er. The rumour is getting stronger that George might have trouble being accommodated under the salary cap. It'll be a shame to see the brothers split up, if that be the case.
Well, he's hit this nice.
And the 30-year-old captain takes it after a little bit of difficulty. 25 metres out, surrender tackle. Translated means the defence is given a little bit more time to hang around in the tackle. Now it's come free. The loose carry.
It's been a real arm wrestle. The opening 13.5 minutes.
No, he's not there too long.
The only advantage has been to South with that repeat set from John Sutton. Waiting for which team was going to crack first. It's been Corey Oats. Teams will get a bit of a breather here. I'm sure the halves will go to work for the Rabbitohs. Get their sequence of plays on. See what they can do with this field position, the Bunnies.
And in a rush to play the ball quickly, he didn't clear himself away from the South player, and hence the mistake. He's, no hurries. Take your time. Make sure you play the ball properly.
Here's Sutton out the back for Alex Johnston. He might have got a kick on that before it hit the ground.
This is a try.
The ball has gone to Walker. This might be a try. I think he might have got a foot to it to prevent the knock-on or to negate the knock-on. So it's a live ball and it's a try.
The ball is stripped.
According to the referee, scored by Cody Walker.
It's been stripped. Yeah, it's been stripped
all right.
by the Brisbane player. There it is there. By James Roberts. They're calling that a strip. He gets his hand on the ball.
Just watch this then.
I think it's an attempted strip at the ball.
Well,
and is he just making a tackle and the ball comes loose, or is he actually going for the football? I think
James Roberts, in going to effect a tackle,
there's the kick.
He's not intending to strip the ball. Yep.
Can't see how there's nothing illegal about a one-man
But if he's not
strip.
attempting to strip the ball, then they're going to say it's a knock-on.
But he kicks the ball.
No, he kicks it before it hits the ground.
The ground, yeah.
It negates the knock-on.
Right. There you go.
If it touches another player or the goalposts, or you grab it before it hits the ground, or you kick it,
Alex Johnson
that
kicks the ball and negates
knock-on.
any knock-on to this stage.
I thought the tape machine was stuck.
Well, Tafuta Pangai Jr. comes in. Firstly, Tom Dearden calls Johnson off
From the
ball.
kick, all South Sydney players are onside.
That's a try.
It's a
Cody
try.
Walker takes possession of the ball. And he grounds the ball and in goal. We have a decision.
Something of an Iron Man, isn't he, Cody Walker? 72 games straight. Wait for the official word. It is a try for Walker. A comment from Billy Slater.
Yeah, it was a beautiful structure off the scrum, and you know, it's the luxury to have a ball playing back row. John Sutton just ran a little block with his centre and Alex Johnston, and they get a little bit of luck, but you make your own luck in this game, and in the Harvey Norman replay, Cody Walker gets over for the first try.
And it's no fluke that he was there to score that try, Cody Walker. He's just a natural footy player. His instincts. It's one of those players where the ball bounces, it always goes to him.
So points on the board, and 4 is about to turn to 6 off the boot of Adam Reynolds.
If you're holding it in. Time your run. Stay behind it.
Cody Walker, the try scorer. A sad day for him. It's the first anniversary of his mother's passing. And he's gone out on the full, has it? It's out on the full, so it's a penalty to the red and green.
You kicked that. Was that a Sako?
A Sako, yeah. Kick it a million miles. That's a bad mistake after conceding a try.
I was just going to say, he always waves to mum whenever he scores a try, but he emphasised, I only do it when we're winning.
Good on him.
Cody Walker. Very much in contention for Origin. John Sutton, first Origin match, of course, June 5. It's only about 4 weeks away at Suncorp Stadium. Looked around at Jonathan Thurston. He was starting to salivate. He was talking about it. It's going to be a tough time of the year for plenty of us, really. There's Reynolds coming away. Murray joins in. Kyle Turner taken down. Taken down by Roberts. Now from Cook into the middle to Murray. And he got a ball away. Here's Totola. He'd be hard to stop. Dives at the line, loses the ball. Must have let it go. Behind him, it's with Murray. So Cook again. And now for Walker. Runs a semicircle back to Totola. He's gone back to the same blade of grass where he landed before. 5 gone. Cook finding Reynolds. He goes very wide to Gagai. There's Walker there again. He's always somewhere near the football. The bounce is good for him. He's got a double. He's got himself 2 tries in the space of about 2 minutes. Cody Walker.
Oh, it's great to watch. This is Phil Blake-like from the early 80s. Saw a little gap, put it on the toe, put on the pace to get to the football. Last tackle. That's a great offload. The Harvey Norman replay. This is all Cody Walker.
That is just backyard footy. Talk about players who learnt their trade in the backyard. Harvey Norman replay. Spoke before, it's no fluke. The ball bounces to him. It's a gift some of our Indigenous players have. The ball tends just to bounce for players. Incredible. Freddie?
Yeah, well, Corey Oates stopped this opportunity for a try, and then Cody Walker just ignited it again. He just put it on his foot, and as he ran through, you could just see he just hesitated and waited. Boyd went past the ball, Pangai went past the ball, and like you spoke about, Joey, just bounced right into his hands again. That's his 9th for the season.
I see he's stolen Greg Inglis's iguana move. Was it an iguana? What is it?
Goanna.
Goanna, yeah.
Yeah. Back at ANZ. 8th round of the Telstra Premiership. And as I said earlier, Souths aiming for a 7-1 start to their season. It'll be the best for them since 2013. Conversely, I was reading something today regarding teams that had scored only 2 wins or fewer that lose any more, don't lose any more matches from the first 8. They have never won the premiership. Somewhat of a tongue twister, but apparently true. Here's Sutton.
Oh, you handle it well.
Yeah, thanks for him.
Hey, there's 7 teams, in this comp that have only won 2 games, 2 and 5.
Yeah, well,
incredible.
That's the same subject I'm talking about, but I strangled it. You got it right. Along with the iguana.
It's a part of the lizard family, right?
Played out there by Osako. Now for Roberts. He's got it past the 30. Dearden has done a half there. Now for Oats. 40-metre line. Brisbane's own end. Haas. It's a good run. Quality metres there from Payne Haas. And now Milford comes looking for a crack. Just inside 30. Opposition end. Dearden sent flying by a tackle that obviously was legitimate. Nobody has said anything. Graham. Now for Kyle Turner. This young fellow Dearden that's playing in the 7 shirt for Brisbane. I mentioned that Cody Walker from Palm Beach Currumbin High School. He won the Schoolboys Cup 10 years earlier than Dearden, who then won the Peter Sterling medal. He went on to win the Mal Meninga medal at Tweed. A couple of years before that, he won the Cyril Connell medal up at Mackay. So he's got this long list of merit awards. The only cup he didn't win was the Melbourne Cup. 5 metres short of halfway, Brisbane. Dearden's gone into dummy half again. Play by Darius. Okakengari is out there now. Cullick away for Milford to go on, but searching in vain for an opening. Ball came out from the tackle, however, and was with Dearden. He's flung to ground by Sutton. Played 15 away from the south line. His Hart. 9 metres out on 5. Lodge. Milford behind one to Boyd. Boyd to Bird to Oats, and Oats heading to the sideline.
Tremendous trust there by the right side defence. They'll go through their plays and the ball will go to Darius Boyd. Just watch Adam Reynolds, the way he checks and gets off the decoy runner, and then they all trust each other on the outside. Cole Turner will hold. He'll hold on his man. And Campbell Graham will hold on his man and end up pushing him over. You've got a problem. As long as you work together, you can solve that problem. Great defence.
That's that last pass from Jack Bird. I mean, he went behind the play, but it goes to his chest. He might have been a chance to burst over there, Corey Oates. That was an ordinary pass.
Sam Burgess breaking down the door.
Nothing ordinary about Sam Burgess. What a player.
Reynolds there, pushing the ball along the line. Out there is Liam Knight. He was the man that played that ball. Halfway line, centre of the ground. It's 12-0 in favour of South Sydney with 2 tries to Cody Walker. Both absolutely brilliant and very much an illustration of you make your own luck. He was there to get lucky. Glenn. Flegler is out there now. The all-time record, by the way, for most tries in a season by a 5'8" is 18. And Walker in round 8 already has 9. And it's a good save by the Rabbits back there. This is Johnston.
And 2 of the 5'8s to do that were Trent Barrett and Ben Walker, the Northern Eagles. That's a miracle.
I'm sure he'll enjoy hearing that.
The Northern Eagles.
Lovely approach. I thought you were about Ben Walker.
No, he's a real good player. Ben, fair golfer too, plays off 5.
Burglar.
Oh, smashes me every day.
Yeah. That's your problem. You're always playing with Burgess.
Here's the efforts there for Brisbane. You spoke before, Fatty, about their go forward. You see defensively on the kick chasers, they've been down holding the bunnies down their area, but just a couple of silly penalties.
Sutton, Cook, and then Walker turning it in for Knight. Runs really hard, this kid. He's all bone and muscle. And they took half an hour to put him down, didn't they? Off of Hengari and Haas. And here's Nickel trying to break through. He's over the 20-metre line. Mark Nichols. And now a little kick by Reynolds. It's come back to Reynolds.
He's got a knock on.
But then it touches Adams' hands into a defender.
So that's a knock on.
Okay. Shot clock on.
You're talking about Sam Burgess, Fatty. I had lunch today with Tugger Coleman, and another mate who's a mad Southman. We were talking about Sam Burgess.
Yeah.
Whether he's the greatest South
Sydney player.
I mentioned John O'Neill.
Yeah.
And
John Sattler.
Bob
McCarthy.
Ronnie
Coote. There's a man
There's
on there.
Davidson. He was talking about him.
Oh,
Where would you rate Sam?
Look, I think he's the best forward in the game today. And I keep going back to his grand final effort in 2014. I don't know many other players who would have done that. Stayed out there with
Sattler.
Yeah, it was. So he's amazing. He's in the top. He'd have to be in the top 3 or 4.
Broken cheekbone and broken jaw. Imagine playing with a punctured lung in a grand final.
Give yourself a rap.
I was having a joke.
That'll do. Well, you didn't do anything. You threw one pass.
Who was that to? Darren Albert.
That's it, to win it.
So here's off of Hengawi. Haas again. Milford. Out the back. Boyd. Bird. 30-metre line. Boyd. Gone to Milford. Oh! Intercepted here by Adam Reynolds. And he's a country mile in front of them. Brisbane were going one way. Reynolds the other. Dearden chases. He chases till his guts was really hurting him, but Reynolds scores the try.
I think there's a tribute there to the Goanna. Did you see that? First try of the season there for Adam Reynolds. And it's just not their year, isn't it? The Broncos had a real opportunity there. They've chased from marker. Harvey Norman replay. Gagai chases. Milford sees this, goes back, gets an overlap, but Reynolds just sees it, gets those little legs pumping. And we'll watch here after he scores. And he gets a tribute to his mate, the champion, Greg Inglis.
I get it now.
That's
Go in night.
That's more like a gecko. Those small little legs going.
Billy Slater.
Well, the Broncos have been winning the field position battle, but you know, we saw some footy smarts from Cody Walker to pick up 2 tries, and Adam Reynolds outnumbered on the short side. Footy smarts is the only thing that got him out of that one, and no one sort of chased him towards the end there, and a little Goanna, Greg Inglis Goanna, to finish it off on the Harvey Norman replay.
Yeah, and the chase by Dearden brought memories flooding back to me. The opening match at Bank West Stadium, 36-6 in favour of St George. Parramatta were leading by 30 in the shadows of full time from memory. Michael O'Connor broke away, and a big bloke called Paul Mayers, as big as Steve Roach. He chased and he chased and he chased, simply to keep him out, to give his goal attempt a little bit more difficulty. And Jack Gibson said that was the play of the day. That was the play of the day, the chase by Paul Mayers.
36-6, remember it well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Brisbane's effort is there, but their execution tonight is for ordinary. It's pretty ordinary, to be honest. So unless they fix it, this could be a belting.
So 16-0, and add another 2.
Stay on side!
So welcome back to ANZ. Nickel. Nichols. Brad, a comment sideline.
I was just going to mention how well Liam Knight's going. We might get a high shot of that try later. It was his inside push-up that he had Milford covered that allowed the halfback Adam Reynolds to go for the intercept. It gave him confidence to go for the intercept. He's working really hard, Liam Knight.
I think he's got a lot to offer, actually, Brad. He started at Manly, went to the Roosters, had some problems at both clubs, but he's found a home, and there he is there. What a great run. I think he's got a lot to offer Rugby League and South Sydney.
Here's Cook. Now for Walker. Ankle tapped. That would have been John Money, wouldn't it, in 86, David? So I'll take that back.
I'll have a look at this for a piece of skill.
My apologies, John.
Cody Walker rolls the dice on the last play. He gets ankle tapped by Andrew McCulloch, and he gets across here. McCulloch gets ankle tapped. Somehow manufactures an offload. John Sutton gets the ball 50 metres out and just goes whack and shapes the ball towards the sideline. The ball goes out 2 metres from the try line. When it's your night.
The NRL's first ever Magic Round is coming to Brisbane next weekend. You can witness history in the making as all 8 games get played under the bright lights at Suncorp Stadium. Tickets available tonight at nrl.com/tickets.
I think that's a magnificent idea. They picked it up from the English Super League to do it. And 8 games in Brisbane, starting Thursday night with the Gold Coast taking on Cronulla. And it should be a fantastic weekend.
Get your head down, Damien. Down.
Manly play Brisbane at Lang Park at some stage. It's always a great game. Are we doing it? Okay. That's good. Bonus.
You'd have vivid memories of...
Don't mention it. 44-10. I'll give him before you.
Big tackle. Who else? Sam Burgess. He's lost the ball here.
Arthur Hengawi.
And look at the reaction from the players. You want to see who the alpha male in this team is. Saw one against the Warriors about 3 weeks ago. He hit one of the big Warriors players and absolutely folded him in half. Arthur Hengawi, and look where Sam comes from and just goes whack. But the reaction after it. You want to see the alpha male is. Look at them all getting around Sam. What a player.
$18-0. Scoreless until about the 13th minute. I think it might have been about then before the first points came for South Sydney. It's Nichols with the ball now. I think he comes from Wagga. And here's Knight. After we've given him several raps, he puts it down. And Boyd will play the ball just outside the 10. That's a 0. Osako. Flegler. Milford.
You slaughtered that one.
Thanks, You're a great support, Jock. Now from Milford. It's through McCulloch. And Dearden. Roberts.
Too fast. Go behind. Get him behind.
So Milford again. Into Corey Allen's corner. Corey Oats getting away with that one. Played over there by Dane Gagai. Sam Burgess gets it out to the 10. Back again for Gagai. Now for Lowe. So the only player left on the bench that hasn't had a gallop is George. Sarko. Knight led with the shoulder just below the rib cage. Good tackle. Dearden turning it in for Boyd. And Walker combines with Cook and Knight to put him away. 5 metres into South's half. Flegler.
That's another good run by Flegler. He's having a pretty good season.
Dearden. And away through Arthur Hengali. Back to Dearden. Down towards the 20-metre line. Held there by Cook and Walker. So McCulloch out to Milford and back on the inside is Boyd. Draw ball into the in-goal area, but it's gone dead.
Okay, just wait for John.
Yeah, nice play. It's been interesting watching the newcomer, Dearden, tonight, the little halfback. A lot of talk about him all through the week and done this, and he's been fantastic at Winner Manly. And it's almost like they've said to him in the first half, listen, just take it easy, let Milford run the team in the first half. And I just saw him have a little run for about 15 metres there, and he looked good. So he's easing his way into the match, that's for sure. We might see a better performance from him in the second half.
Yeah, I've been watching him off the ball. He's organising the players around him. He's not shy to be telling the older blokes where to get to. He's not scared either. He stands in front of them defensively.
Sarko running the ball into Offa Hengali. He'll play the ball 28 metres out from the South Sydney line. McCulloch into dummy half. He's drifted out occasionally, and that might all be part of easing Dearden into the game. That's the kid again, out to Milford, and then Alex Glenn, full speed, channeling back in. McCulloch then finds Milford again. He looked long and he went short, and then the ball is out the back. Pangai. The Souths just with the turnover. Johnston
comes from desperation there. Down 18-0, 3 minutes to go, and trying to force a pass that probably wasn't necessary.
Play by Graham. That's Allen. Cook goes into Nichols. Oh! Pangai coming over the top. 5 tackles gone. Walker's kick high down to Boyd. Back on his 10. There's a long pass over to Corey Oats. He gets it out to the 30-metre line. Good 20 metres. Jack Bird with a brush away from Nichols. Pulled down by Turner. Playing it just short of the halfway line. Dearden. Nichols over the top and Cook underneath. And then for McCulloch. Finds Milford. And there's runners on the inside. Jimmy Roberts is up there as well. Taken off him. So this will be 6 more tackles to Souths.
What a tremendous pickup by Alex Johnson.
This is Campbell.
That was brave work.
Gagai. Running into Roberts. And Pangai. Cook then looking for this man, Kyle Turner. Penalty. South Sydney.
Mark's here.
I think he's going to think 2 here.
42 metres out. I think he's got the range, hasn't he? Andrew? No, they're going to put it out. try and score against what looks like a pretty tired Brisbane outfit at the moment.
John Sutton might even think about field goal. 3 converted tries, the margin. Nichols, 15 out from the line. Cook, cross them to Walker. Here's a try coming up for the Rabbits. Kyle Turner. Kyle Turner has scored.
Well, that is great attacking play by Cody Walker. We might show this on the high shot. We might illustrate the defenders. We just pause it there. There's 4 defenders on 4 attackers. They just don't number up. No talk. James Roberts will come in. Asako stays out. It's been happening all night. Roberts has been coming in. Asako's been hanging back. Harvey Norman replay. Cody Walker, what a night out he's having. Look at this. Just too easy.
It's just such a soft option for Roberts. It's lazy. He hasn't thought about it. He hasn't looked up to see where his opposing player is. Look, he's just got eyes for the football. Got no idea what's happening on the outside of him, and that's what's happening, champ. Kyle Turner's just breezing through for another 4-pointer.
It's a rout at the moment. 22-0. Scoreless till the 15th minute of the game, when Walker got the first of his double. He scored again 3 minutes later. Reynolds scored 10 minutes after that. And now on the stroke of half-time, Kyle Turner, the fill-in versatile back rower out in the centres, replacing Greg Inglis. And here's Reynolds bringing it back, and it's there. The 24 plays nothing. Perched up in the skies here at ANZ with the zookeeper, Mr. Vorton, and the youngster that played with that punctured lung in that grand final heroics.
Thanks, Rabs.
So Brisbane, the understatement of the weekend, has got plenty of work to do. I thought we were shaping up into something that was going to be really, really tight. 24-0 as we go into the second stanza. And South Sydney bringing the ball back out to the 20-metre line, where it's to be played by Liam Knight. And now for Sam Burgess. He runs the play at Flegler and brings him down with Payne Haas. And Payne is back out there through the HIA being applied to Vita Pangai. So Pangai in the HIA. John Sutton taken to ground 8 metres out from the halfway line. Over on that eastern side, and then Cook with a no-look ball. And that's gone forward. It will be a scrum restart just on Brisbane side of halfway.
A nice defence. It's an opportunity. Cody Walker goes to the line. And there's a lot of pressure which stops him on his run. The ball will go forward.
Let's take a comment from Billy Slater. Billy?
Yeah, just a quick update on Tavita Pangai. He has passed his HIA. He's got 2 minutes left. He'll be back on the field.
Boyd with a sweeping run by Brisbane, and Oats eventually is felled by Allen and taken into touch all in the one motion.
Well, he was only ever going to go out there.
Unbelievable.
I have no idea why Jermaine Asako passes him the ball.
They were all running on an angle straight towards the sideline.
This is a training gallop when there's fresh air against you and they score on the corner and you start clapping. He was always going to go out there. Night time at ANZ, it's a little bit greasy. Corey Allen gets him around the legs and momentum just takes him over the sideline.
5 seconds.
Make sure you stay around, stay with us tonight for our post-game show. Macca's Golden Point. Brad Fittler takes us behind the scenes inside the winning team sheds. JT, Joey, Fatty look ahead for tomorrow night's clash between the Sharks and the Storm. Macca's Golden Point. And it follows the footy tonight from here live at ANZ.
We might have a big in-depth chat about the Broncos, where they go from here, if it goes the way we're thinking in this game. What about Uncle Fatty? You got any stories for us tonight?
Well, we'll see. We'll see, young Joey.
Put the kids to bed.
So Souths putting it in the air for Osako. He's put it down and it's gone backwards. Well, how long are you allowed to hang on? Eventually, John Sutton released Matt Gillett. McCulloch playing the ball just outside his own 10. That's Roberts. And they're walking him back towards the 10. So Haas getting it just outside the 20-metre line. Tackled by Cook and Nichols. And now it's to offer Hengawi. And he takes it just outside the 30-metre line. But it's all tough work. It's very much a case of pushing it uphill. Long kick taken by Johnston, given to Corey Allen. And over towards Campbell Graham on the other side. Will play the ball just outside the 30-metre line. Tackled by Pangai, who's back out there now. Remembering that he passed his HIA. On the scrum line on the eastern side. They're 40 metres out from their own line. This is Turner, who picked up one of the 4 tries in the first half. And William Knight now taking them on and trying to break the door down. 40 metres out from their line. And it's Cook going away to Nichols and then to Walker, now to Sutton. And John playing the ball on the 30-metre line, scooped up by Cook, puts a grubber kick in. He had success with this the other night. And Milford did well to clean it up. Part of his game, Damien Cook, that he's been told to work on. Advice from Wayne Bennett. You can run faster than most people. You can pass accurately and long. What about kicking? So Anthony Seibold would be very disappointed with the first 40 minutes that the side was able to offer. Is Johnston. Prolific try scorer here at ANZ. This is Corey Allen. Become a popular name, hasn't it? It's Corey. Cook through Walker, Johnston, and then Sutton. Being worked actually on the ground. That's the indication from the referee.
Have we seen David Fafita tonight? I don't think he's been on the field, has he?
No, neither he nor Patrick Carrigan have been on. Flegler just came off to allow Pengai to go back on. And Souths really look like they're going to turn on the heat now.
So the free kick taken by Graham. He decides to take the available 10 metres. Taken by Roberts on the right side defence for Brisbane. Walker then gave it to Nichols. And then he immediately heads back out to the eastern side of the ground, Walker. Yeah, they may have something worked out for there. Although Reynolds is getting the ball on the right side and able to offload to Johnston. He loses his footing and is held by Jack Bird. So Gagai, low. Now they're 5 out. And still a couple of tackles to go. Here's Cook. He actually hit the arm passing the ball. Came down legally to Matt Gillett. Plays it back to Dearden. And now for Pangai. Time score unchanged at 24-0. Here's a run for Arthur Hengawi. Taken down by Liam Knight and Damien Cook. Now for Payne Haas. Sideline, Brad.
Yeah, and George Burgess, he's just about to come on for his first stint, 48 minutes into the game.
Johnston recovering this ball. And Brisbane a good chase on that occasion. Johnston back inside his 10. Magic round next weekend, as Paul said earlier in the game. It's a good idea. This is Allen. George Burgess. 3-man Brisbane tackle. Pangai involved with Haas and Offa Hengawi. Sam Burgess, you could hear it. Out comes the ball. It was Glenn in the main that got him legitimately.
Ball up.
Hear the impact.
Shot clock on, coming through.
Well, the Brisbane are to get back into the match. It's got to be now. Takes it up strongly, Sam, but it's a good hard tackle by Glenn. And then McCullough over the top. Bit of an arm in there. I mean, that's a rock. I don't think that was a loose carry. I think it was a rock.
Let's go. Let's go. 10 seconds. Heads down. Sam. Let's go. Clock's off. Ball in. Out.
So Dearden. Now for Boyd. Here's Roberts. Roberts able to get away from one. He'll play the ball just inside the 30. Isaako's in a dummy half. Dearden out at first. There's a great deal of movement with these players that were centred around the middle of play. They were standing still. Here's Dearden again. Milford looked to go in. Got the ball away to Boyd onto Oats. Oats close. No.
Unfortunate for the Broncos, and it was beautiful lead up by the number 7 for the Broncos, Tom Dearden. He handled the ball 3 plays in a row, organised his outside man. We had a room on the outside, nice hands. Corey Oates looked a chance, but he's already out. It was nice play by the young half.
Held it up beautifully, perfectly timed pass.
Tomorrow on Nine's VB Friday night footy, one of the game's most bitter rivalries, writes a new chapter. Don't miss it. The Cronulla Sharks hosting the Melbourne Storm, live from 7:30, right here on 9. So Souths with George Burgess playing the ball. Liam Knight, there might have been a head clash there. Down the middle corridor, here's Sam. Ran the play straight at Alex Glenn. Now Cook. Ball goes out to Murray. Cameron playing the ball pretty much on halfway. Macca's Thursday night football. George Burgess bouncing away from one. Looking to unload, but taking it to ground. Reynolds gets a kick in. Very high, down to Boyd. Eventually, the squat became a seat. And it comes away from Dearden. into Osaka. 20 out from his own line. Oats. Sam and George both involved in the tackle. Here's McCulloch with a little dart, and he's over the halfway. McCulloch, a good run. It's gone back to Boyd. McCulloch coming to the left side. Up, Milford goes down, and it's a penalty.
No, I don't think there's deliberacy. Now it's a 10 metre, it can't be quick. I don't think there's deliberacy.
Deliberacy.
That's a new word.
I haven't heard it before.
Look that one up. Deliberacy. Deliberacy?
Anthony
What's doing
onside.
there?
Just Google it, will you,
That's
David?
something you get at a seafood restaurant.
There's nothing, you're not doing anything, just Google deliberacy, will you? So here's Pangai. Culloch, good run by him earlier. Here's a chance, Oats.
Yep, definitely.
Corey has got himself another try against Souths.
It's a nice set play. Corey Oats will come all the way from the left wing, infield. Harvey Norman replay. Well, use young Dearden as a decoy and just gets the big man one-on-one. He goes through there. Was it Reynolds? No, I think it was Cody Walker. Just gets a one-on-one with the smaller man. Harvey Norman replay, just too big and strong. Freddie?
Well, they scored off the same play last week against the Sharks. You wonder how you couldn't see Corey Oates. He's only 6'7" at about 130 kilo, Corey Oates. He's a monster. But he does a great job of hiding himself. If you go back to round one, the Broncos are down 16 against Melbourne, and it was Corey Oates that got him back in the game with 2 quick tries. They got back within striking distance, and the Storm got him late in the game. So I know it's a long way away, but we've still got, what, 25 minutes to go? You never know.
24-4. Kick from Osako. It's Corey's 12th try in the last 7 against South.
Still 25 minutes remaining in this match. Your South Sydney Rabbitohs leading the Broncos 24-6.
On your run, boys.
ANZ Stadium, welcome back. Macca's Thursday night football. And the Broncos on the board.
Just on that try, it's a nice run by Corey Oates. You can say he hit the line with quite a lot of deliberacy. Rabs, but it was a pretty ordinary attempt from Cody Walker. He's got to do better than that on his line. Just threw an arm out. Got to get your body in front of the man.
Here's Jack Bird. Oh, jolting. Hit there by Burgess. Bird playing it on his own 40-metre line. And now for Haas. He's taken there by Totola.
He's played well tonight, Haas.
George Burgess around the legs. McCulloch getting out from dummy half again. His last experiment there was successful. From Boyd to Milford. Taken by Damien Cook.
Harrigan in the middle.
Let go by the officials. They were happy with it. Johnston. And it's a penalty to Souths.
Payne Haas.
Inside the 10.
He said he's inside the 10-metre perimeter.
Well, we saw this in the first half. They had South down their own end, and they gave away 2 or 3 silly penalties. They've had all the running the last couple of sets, and then just a lazy play. Payne Haas just being a yard offside. You just got to have that discipline, that attention to detail. You can't let a team off the hook like they're doing, Broncos.
Burgess. I think that's Carrigan that's out there now, and Fafita, I think, is also out there. Fafita's wearing some tape around the head in jumper number 15. And Carrigan, who made his debut this year, is out there as well. So all of the bench players have now been used by both sides. Turner, 38 metres away from the Broncos line. Reynolds going to Totola. A little show of the ball on the inside by the big man, holding the ball out in two hands. So away to Reynolds, and he chips it into the corner. And Asako, who's blessed with blistering speed, is back there and clutches at the head, actually, after playing the ball. So the Broncos back inside the 10. Brad Fittler.
I'm sure the Bunnies forward pack set themselves a challenge to restrict the Broncos forwards for their meterage last week. Everyone spoke about how 4 of their forwards ran over 150 metres. Not a single forward's over 100 with 20 minutes to go.
Well, there's your difference. Fafita pulled down around the legs by George. Here's McCulloch getting out from dummy half and showing us he can do.
Yeah, and he's had a good second half. I mean, those couple of darts he made 5-10 minutes ago, we haven't seen a lot of that from him this season. But he's shown he's still got it, and he's brought the Brisbane Broncos to life.
Graham playing the ball just short of halfway. Sam Burgess. Now George. Lodge went in awkwardly eventually. He goes in over the top. Brings a boo from the crowd. And then from Murray, it's gone away to Walker to Lowe. And Ethan Lowe, 25 out from the Brisbane line. To the boot of Reynolds. Down towards the touchline. Batted down by Graham, and then it's gone to Dearden. It had all the right intentions from Walker, but he threw a perfect pass to Dearden. Now for Roberts.
Yeah, they just needed the red and green jumper there, and they would wrap the match up. There was no one sighted. Broncos now. Good run, that one. Corey Oates again.
Lodge. Out with Glenn. This pass has gone well backward and is picked up. It's zero tackle, I would think, for Bird. Yes, they've restarted the tackle count. So they're back on their own 20, Brisbane. This is Carrigan. George ragdolls in. Tough. McCulloch for Lloyd. Involved in a bit of dialogue with a couple of the South forwards, and then the ball comes back and down to be played there by Boyd. Milford decides to reef it down the ground. He doesn't really give Johnston very much to do other than concentrate.
He tries to hit those torpedo bombs off the inside of his boot. See him in warm-up all the time working on those kicks. Hasn't really nailed one yet this year.
Turner. 40-metre line, his own end. And Cook gets it to Lowe. Just into opposition territory. Go out blindside to Walker. Beautiful hands. Turner. He'll play the ball 10 metres in Brisbane's area. Reynolds. Good luck with this one. Boyd. They have really tested Darius. He's obviously one of our most experienced number ones, and catching footballs, he's very, very safe. But you can see the concentration on his face as he catches these monster kicks from Reynolds. Surging run by Corey Oats. Totola over the top. Murray was involved. Play the ball, finds Carrigan. A couple of metres on south side. McCulloch for Dearden. Lodges with him. Got underneath a high tackle from George Burgess. Dearden on 5. Plays it for McCulloch. And now for Milford, who puts it into the corner, and Johnston is there. Dodges Glenn, runs away from Bird, tries to sidestep Lodge. Corey Allen.
Both these forwards are all out on their feet. And get a quick play of the ball here, the Bunnies. Damien Cook out of dummy half and terrorising these forwards around the ruck.
Tom Burgess. Totola.
That's against the South Sydney, that's the attacking team. He didn't play it properly, just stepped over it.
George Burgess has come off the field. It was a short session for him, wasn't it? Carrigan. There's George. Dearden. Little double pump before Milford, and now Boyd. And he will play the ball just inside the western touchline. Milford for Lodge. Lodge goes long to Carrigan. And Carrigan playing the ball down on the 10-metre line, right in front. Milford, pass. McCulloch, Lodge, Milford, long chance. Bird got a ball away. Lost in flight by Corey Oats.
Great lead-up play. Matt Lodge showed the skills he's got for a big man. He can catch the ball here, catch, and big wide pass on the outside of Milford. Bird gets in the open. You just have to score those. You've got to score those.
How did he drop it? They always had the numbers there. And the pass from Bird looked okay, but I don't know if there's a front-on angle, but he just dropped it cold.
I would have thought Jack Bird could have scored himself by just reaching out over the head, even though he was lying on his back. He obviously thought it was a better policy to pass. Johnston into the backfield, one to beat. Got the pass to Allen. Boyd making the tackle. And now Reynolds on the half volley. Cook, out it goes to Walker. Now for Lowe. Comes back to the forwards. 10 out. Cook. Gets it back for Sam. They can't stop the big man. Sam Burgess.
And that man, Damien Cook, try assist for him. What a beautiful player he is. He drifts out of dummy half all game, has a little sniff around, and there's nothing on for him. He'll try and look after someone else. Here's the missed try. Oh, wow. Just off the left hand, straight on the deck. And at the other end, this is the price I've had to pay. Just look at Cook, looks around, has a little sniff, then he goes, oh, just pass it there. How good. Sam Burgess.
Yeah, Cook gets across. Looked oh so easy. But there was no communication between Milford and also Jack Bird. I'll just highlight, just run the play there. Cook will get out of dummy half. As he gets across field, just watch, pause it there. Just watch Milford, he'll come in, and look at Bird, he'll go out. Roll the play, look at that. No talk, no communication, poor defence.
Reynolds set to take the conversion, and again he's successful.
Once again for Asset Group Solutions. Another successful conversion for the Rabbitohs, number 7, Adam Reynolds. Just under 13 minutes remaining in the match. And the South Sydney Rabbitohs are now 30. Lead the Broncos 6.
The 6 tries
Stay onside!
thus far to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. And Brisbane kick off down towards the northern end. And Thomas Burgess brings it out.
Might bring Fatty and JT in. Where do you rate South? We're a third of the way through the competition.
Well, I've had them rated behind the Roosters in Melbourne most of the season. They started well, and then I went and watched them at Brookvale Oval, and they got beaten by men, and they were really poor. And Wayne Bennett said that after the game. He said, this has been coming. We've been getting progressively worse. And to be honest, their last couple of weeks, they've been really scratchy. They've eked out a couple of gutsy wins. They haven't been great. They've been a lot better tonight. A lot better. And look, when you've got forwards of the calibre of the Burgess boys, Damien Cook, who's the current Australian hooker, and John Sutton, the evergreen, with, you know, the Cameron Murray, who's improving every game. What a team. And then the speed in the back line with Johnston, Gagai, Graham, Cody Walker's in spectacular form. So they're on the up.
Jonathan?
Yeah, I'm with you, Fat. They've been travelling along okay. They've been getting some wins that haven't been great, but that's a positive sign for the coaching staff when they're winning and they're not playing their best footy. So I'm rating them behind the Roosters and Melbourne, like yourself.
So Pangai.
A long, long way out, but a South Roosters grand final, wouldn't that be something?
Here's Milford. That's Bird with a don't argue on Gagai. And Gagai goes in to complete the tackle.
I'm going to ask our statsman, has there ever been a South Roosters grand final, Dave? 1932, there you go.
Back in the days of Farlap. So the bomb going down to Johnston.
Did you call that one, Raps? Sorry, mate. Fatty made me do it.
We're out to Rabs. Don't cop that from the young bloke, Rabs.
You're a cheeky mate. Typical whippersnapper with a punctured lung.
No respect.
Sutton.
Sam Burgess, early shower.
Murray to his brother Tom. Sam's brother Tom, not Murray's brother. 30 metres out. South looking for another one. Murray, nice work. And here's Cook, able to get away from one, but now the cavalry arrives. 5 gone. South, can they pull another one out? Here's Reynolds. Kick goes in towards the uprights, and they've grasped the ball in goal.
Oh, what a kick this is. Have a look where Reynolds is facing. Bit of deception. He's looking towards the sideline, thinking, making the opposition think he's going to kick to the end goal, and then just twists the ball around. Gets it back towards the post. And is that Totola chasing on the inside, the big man? It's been great tonight.
That is Totola.
Great.
He's another member of the junior family. Billy.
Yeah. Sam Burgess having a spell after 70 minutes. He's run the most metres for the South Sydney Rabbitohs and made 20 tackles. Standing ovation from the crowd. Obviously a a very important player for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, but he's admired by the fans as well.
In the interlude, a little chat between Sam and Alfie. We'll take a break and come back. So Adam Reynolds will attempt to roll the board over to 32-6 with 8 minutes of the game remaining. Just watching Alan Langer there talking to Sam. Reminds me of somebody said this young did and might be another Alan Langer, and Wayne Bennett said, I don't think the world's big enough for two Alan Langers. Go back to 2001, you know of the affection of Wayne Bennett for Alan Langer. Chemist Warehouse Sunday football heads to the magnificent Bank West Stadium for a top eight game between the Eels and the Dragons. Takes us back to '86. Of course, they were the two sides that opened Parramatta Stadium. We'll start that telecast on Sunday at 3 o'clock.
We can go back to 1987 with Alan Langer when Wayne Bennett, he was playing for the Ipswich Jets, and Wayne Bennett didn't really want to pick him for the Origin, and Laurie Spina was the man. And in the end, the selectors picked Langer, and history was started. What a magnificent Origin career.
Did he,
little fella?
Did he play Origin before?
Test match, yeah. 87.
No, but before the Broncos.
Yeah, for the Broncos, yeah.
Yeah.
88, the Broncos came in.
That's right, it was pre-Broncos. He'd already played Origin, yeah. Here's Totola. There he is. That little step, and now he's got the thing in reverse. Inside the 40-metre line, and Reynolds to the line. No look, and Walker. Walker rolls it down. You'll have to hurry, Darius. And he's going to have a line drop out on his hands.
Well, there's no doubt they've been up for this game, haven't they? Wayne Bennett's prepared them beautifully for the so-called grudge match. Is he smiling yet?
He's got that.
There's a half a smile, I reckon.
It's got a twisted look about it.
Yeah, that's the best he can do.
Yeah.
Good run by Totola on it, and of course he had that discrepancy when he didn't play the ball properly, and the referees yelled at him, make sure you play the ball properly, which is nice of them.
So the ball going to ground with Tom Burgess. We're getting down towards the final 5 minutes, and Totola is making every post to win it. 15 metres out from the Broncos line. Cook, that is Murray, and then Reynolds. The ball goes spewing out, and Bird is after it in company with Johnston. And
it's up here, boys.
How happy do you think Wayne Bennett would be the way it's panned out? Like I haven't said that there's been like a 4-part series of what happened with the Broncos.
No, it's 5.
It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence it happened the week leading into this game. Is it a coincidence? Or do you think it's been?
I think he's ecstatic. Hey, there he goes. There he goes. Jason Demetriou, the assistant, who was his assistant at the Broncos as well. Look at them, they're cracking jokes now. 32-6.
Where's the other coach's box? Maybe not the same.
Oh, there it is.
Whoops.
He'll learn a lot from this, but it's a tough period. You know, a very young coach.
Mate, he'll be learning every week.
Yeah. Coach of the year last year.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. He'll learn more. Opening 2 months of the competition, it's been tough for him, but We'll learn a lot.
Well, South Sydney is one of their late attacking sets, and the whistle penalising Brisbane. So they'll simply march it back to the 10 and take the tap. Well, the blowtorch on Anthony Seibold and Wayne will probably subside now, but this one is over, and it's a big win for Wayne, and in there goes John Sutton.
He scored.
He gets the ball down,
I couldn't see, mate.
and goannas his way towards the southern end of the ground. Well, they've obviously thought long and hard about not only winning the game, but let's do it for Greg. Let's do it for GI. 36-6.
No more deserving player of a try tonight than Johnny Sutton. He is a legend. That's a bit crook, that one. He's a legend of South Sydney. He's been there so long. They depend on him so much, and he delivers every week. Sensational player. Billy Slater.
Yeah, well, the difference between the two sides are just everyone knows what's going on for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They get a quick play of the ball, and Damien Cook gets into dummy half a little bit late, but John Sutton just times his run well, and it's been the story of the night. Cole Turner's try just before half-time was exactly the same with Cody Walker, and the Broncos just don't have that continuity and that togetherness in that area of the field.
I saw an old game on TV today, 2004, South v Brisbane. Johnny Sutton was playing 5'8". Must have been early when they came back into the competition. I think they didn't win too many games that year. He's been through so many phases of the Bunnies. He'd be loving this.
And he's playing as good as ever.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
So Adam Reynolds, a goal will equal South's record-winning margin over a Broncos side. Here's the break. Welcome back to ANZ. Macca's Thursday football, and then Macca's Golden Point straight after the full-time siren here tonight. Of course, it takes me back to that the historical fact that teams winning only 2 or fewer matches in their first 8 rounds of the competition have never gone on to win a premiership. And Brisbane was a contender for that starting the night. They fit the category, which is a bit of a shame really for this young side that I think so many people thought, and they may well still do it. I mean, that's only a statistic. I know you tipped them to win the comp. Yeah.
The Broncos' expectations are always high up there. They've got the biggest budget as they go for a long-range field goal. Reynolds missed it. Biggest budget. They make the most profit. They get the biggest crowds, and they haven't won since 2006.
Well, someone told me they have something like 600 kids on scholarships.
Yeah. The pressure on Brisbane resembles, in a funny old way, St George back in the days when they had the club was the Taj Mahal. They had every good player conceivable to mankind, and that's why the fans out there are quite so vocal. They expect to win. They will not accept loss.
No, that's right. But what will happen is that, the crowds, if they continue to have a bad year, the crowds will lessen, profits won't be so big, and the pressure will be on. So. But Anthony Seibold is coach of the year last year. He's got to work hard and try and turn it around, as have the players.
Just under 15 seconds of the game remaining, and 6 tries to Souths. Is it going to be 7? There's a chance that it might be. That's Murray pulled down with a good chase from Flegler.
Goffey.
Referee indicating I've heard it. And now he's decided to call full-time officially. So 6 tries to South, 2 to Cody Walker, Reynolds, Turner, Oats, or should I say 5 tries, and to Corey Oates for Brisbane, the lone points. Final scoreboard, heavily in favour of the Rabbitohs, 38-6.